I've gone through 8 different video attempts, and I'm trying to find a way to pull it all together in order to explain what I need to, and that is that, all of this ranting that I do about the mainstream, I knew that I was stating the obvious a long time ago. From the time I first started doing these videos. The reason why I did them is because things have become so bad that somebody like me, a random casual fan, can say, "What's happening here?" And that's why I want to stop, because the truth is that everything that I've shared up to this point has been the culmination of just anger that's been building in the back of my mind when it comes to my thoughts of the, industry and stuff like that. I turn on my television set, and the level of ignorance that I see, the level of low quality, the level of just mind-numbing genericness is just, it hurts. But no, the truth is that with the exception of things like that Lady Gaga rant, I did kind of make peace with the fact that things weren't going to get better, say, 2 years ago. It's just that I felt, I was so angry about how things were changing that if I didn't get that anger out in some way, if I didn't get my voice heard somehow in some little small way, I would always have a regret. I don't know if that regret is, well, I could have done something, but, just the regret that I could have such powerful emotions or, such well-crafted, maybe not well-crafted, but, just kind of valid things to say and no way to say them or no desire to share them. But I feel that I have, and the truth is that there is more to what I do than just ranting about the people that, the acts that I have grown to dislike. That said, I have to be honest, the acts I've grown to dislike, it really ticks me off. And this isn't really to the 6 guys who have subscribed to me. This is really to the amount of views that I get for certain videos. The art that I do, the artwork that I put out so far, by no means is the greatest anything that's ever existed. But that artwork that you see is but a splinter in the California redwood tree of what I'm capable of and what I have to show. I wouldn't dream of showing the gist of what I have to show on something like YouTube, where anybody and just anybody can rip off the ideas I've slaved over ever since, sophomore year of high school, even before that. We're talking since junior high. But, it just makes me laugh how, when I made those art videos, the only way that I could get any views at all for them was to promote them. And I promoted them on the previous page that I put them on, and they got a lot of views. The only way, when I created the next channel that I created, in which I started ranting about musical stuff, that I got any recognition was to talk about bands like Linkin Park. The minute I said, Linkin Park sucks, every day was a new adventure. I got so many PMs from so many retarded Linkin Park fans. And not all of you are retarded, but a lot of you are. And really, just if you want to see my anger towards that type of thing, go to a previous video. But it just makes me laugh how, I mentioned an act like Linkin Park or Lady Gaga. I mentioned that R&B and rap suck today. And the views just pile and pile and pile. But I try to do something somewhat interesting, somewhat outside of the box, somewhat, just give you a little splinter of the tree, and nobody gives a shit. And, am I bitter about that? Yeah, I'm bitter. You have no idea how hard I work. But, I don't expect you all to go, buck wild over the stuff I do. Buck wild. What a wonderful thing to say randomly. Buck wild. I don't even know how that word came to be. But anyway, those words. Moving on. But yeah, it's just, my point is this. My point isn't that I expect everybody to grovel to the greatness that is my splinter of the redwood tree. No, my point is that you guys are not looking for anything new. That is my point. You're so stuck in routine. You're not out there searching. That is what saddens me. Get out and search for new stuff. I remember making a rant about iTunes, and it was after Kanye's stupid VMA thing. I got rid of this video because I was kind of ashamed of it because I didn't go into the detail that I want to go into now. When I said go on iTunes and search, this is what I mean. I mean go to the browse music section. I should just pull out iTunes now, but I'm not going to do that. You just figure it out yourself, Go to that section where they have the list of categories of music. I'm not talking about the menu where they shove Rihanna and the Black Eyed Peas and Nickelback down your throat. There's a section in iTunes where you can go to this whole bin they have of every genre they have, and they've got a lot of bands out there who have stuff to show that they are not the most underground bands, but I really don't care that much entirely about underground. To me, underground isn't the be-all end-all of anything, though I think it is important because there's so many acts in the underground that should be mainstream. But talent is not hard to find, is what I'm trying to say. All you have to do is search for it. Stop this random artifice. I shouldn't. Linkin Park is dead. Kanye West sucks. Rap and R&B are not these genres can evolve. There may be a better form of music out there. There are other genres. There are other genres outside of rock. Search for new things. New things. It's okay to like the old things, but new things are good too. If you don't search for new things, then the blandness that has infected everything is going to continue. If you keep on buying the same old stupid album, they're going to keep selling you the same old stupid album. You're the ones with the power. Now, seeing that, I only have 6 subscribers who really tune in, I am preaching to the choir here, I'm almost certain. But if anybody else sees this, just, it doesn't even have to be iTunes. Just search randomly. I don't care where you go. Find something that isn't popular. I'm not coming from that stupid position of, it has to not be popular or it isn't cool. No, I'm not here to tell you to get that band that you can put in the back of your pocket to look unique in front of your friends. No, I'm saying change the freaking scene, please, because it's boring and it's bland and it's your fault. In fact, there's a band called Angel Spit that I've talked about before, and there's a song called Channel Hell that pretty much defines all the frustration I've had with music for the last 10 years. That's all. That's all I got.